It's sad to see Heather still is not happy being who she is. Pretending on her channel to be thin, to be a mermaid, to be a Navi, to be anything except what she really is. Probably still impersonating people. Like when she was running around on all these other platforms, I guess, pretending to be me. And I had people coming to me, threatening me. Until I told them, I don't go on all these other platforms. That's not me. Most likely my sister. And Heather got busted. I mean, she's just not happy in her own skin. That is the true mental illness. Not being happy being who you are. Me, I'm happy being who I am. Exploring my roots. Exploring both the Irish and Scottish and German side, as well as the Native American side. Lately, I've been doing a lot of exploring the Native American side. I just watched the documentary on the Osage murders. And I'm glad they got my family out of there. I'm very glad they did. We didn't grow up rich, but we grew up safe. Sad that. Very sad. The white man's greed. The white man's greed. But no, I'm happy in my skin. I'm happy being who I am. Sorry, Heather, if you're not. I don't need to pretend to be something I am not. I don't see the use in it. It's just a bunch of wasted time. And I do mean a bunch of wasted time. Wasted time that could be spent helping your fellow man instead of destroying lives. What will you do when you get to heaven and the Lord asks you, what did you do with your time on earth? Heather will say, oh, I spent it pretending to be someone else. Well, how did that help your fellow man? She will say, and when he asks, how did destroying families help your fellow man? When she has to stand before the Lord and answer for what she did to her families. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be her. She will most likely say, but it wasn't me, And the Lord will say, you can't lie to me, honey. I'm God. I see it all. He'll be saying, your mother's blood cries out. No. I wouldn't want to be her. And if I had not survived my stroke, it would have been your sister's blood cries out. The Lord had a reason for me to survive everything I have survived. So, survive I have. I have been abused, beaten, lied about, called crazy, gaslighted, had my children taken. Just about everything you can think about, I have survived and endured. And I am still here. I still survive. I've been called crazy for beating a tree instead of a person. But you know where I took that lesson from? Sensei Miyagi. That's what he would do. He would go out into the forest and beat a tree instead of a person. Because it was safer to do that. I learned that through my lessons. Maria Lehman got mad that I would not beat on her. I beat on the tree instead. Called me violent and crazy for beating on the tree instead of beating on her. Think about that. I didn't hurt the tree. I could have seriously hurt her, and I chose not to. Think about that. I chose not to hurt her. And then she got mad because I refused to hurt her. She called me violent and crazy because I refused to hurt her. Let that sink in. This was the same day that she came after me with a pipe. First trying to hurt my cat, and then trying to hurt me. Locking me in my van. Or a fence stake or whatever it was. It had a point. That frickin' thing had a point. She was planning on stabbing me. And the police did nothing. Absolutely nothing. All I was trying to do was come home. And she was not about to let me come home. Guess who is the one who's gone from the neighborhood now? Not me. And I breathe easy. And Heather's sitting there saying, "I'll see you in heaven. Maria's gonna kill you." And then I said, "No, you won't see me in heaven, Heather. Because the Lord erases all sources of pain. And Heather is a serious source of pain for me. She is probably the biggest source of pain for me in this life. Her and Lamont both. She is not the sister I wanted. She is not the sister I need. And it's sad. She doesn't know how to be that sister.